Answered.
And welcome back to the second half hour of the Factor Uncensored. The holiday season is the most wonderful time of the year for some people, but for others, it is a reminder of how alone they are. Now, if you're one of those people, just know that there's a lot of communities offering support. Here's some encouragement from the Luke Church in Humble, Texas.
I think here at the Luke, we try to make sure people understand and remember that we are a family. And for many, the holidays are a time of reflection. And some people are transplants here to this area, and they may not have physical family, or they may be dealing with the loss of family or distance from family. So we try to make sure that people understand that here at the Luke, we are a family. We are a spiritual family, and we're here for one another in a physical sense as well. So we try to emphasize that we're a family and we can come together during the holidays.
You know, sometimes this time of year can be very hard for other people, whether it's grief, the loss of income, which means you can't provide tangible gifts. But if you can find the gift of just enjoying the peace to have your right mind, or whatever that looks like for you, to just protect your peace and to provide peaceful environments, I think that makes for a great holiday time.
Allow this holiday season not to be a time where you're burdened down with fulfilling obligations, but able to do some things that make you happy. So if going to certain people's houses does not make you happy, don't go. But if being around individuals who may not be blood relatives is something that makes you happy, do what makes you happy to make sure you're enjoying this holiday season.
We live in a social media world, right? So you can Zoom in, you can Skype in, you can FaceTime in, or fictive kin is a thing. Create your own family. If the family that you were given is toxic or triggering for you, we're too old to be faking it, right? And so I think at a certain point, you got to know your triggers and guard them and create spaces that are safe for you.
I think that individuals should do everything that they can when they come together with their families. You know, life is short, you know, and a person can be here today and gone tomorrow. So I would encourage individuals to be completely present wherever you go. If you're with your blood relatives or even extended family or family you've created, make sure you're completely present and enjoy the holidays. Make memories that are not necessarily posted on social media, but things that will carry you through the tough spaces in life, and just have a good time.
Like she said, you show love all year long. You're not even worried about Christmas. It's not even, for me, the holiday season is not even about gifts, because if you give and get all year long, this day is, or this time of year, it's just an add-on to that. So I would encourage people to be grateful all year long.
There are many people who have dealt with loss all year long, and the holiday season becomes a time of regret, a time of pain, a time where they don't want to exist. I would tell a person experiencing that to not look at what's on the outside, but go deeper on the inside. Begin to count their blessings for what they actually have, and that starts internally. I may not have all of the money that I want in the bank, but I have life. I'm here, but I may be here and I may not be in the best of situations, but I'm here. And life is not promised to any of us for any amount of time. But I would just challenge individuals, one, to gather around people who are safe for you and people who can help remind you, even in those hard times, the things that are true. The Bible says, think on these things, the things that are lovely, things that are true, and things that are of a good report. So many times we can find ourselves in this season and we're around people that got a bunch of money or balling out of control or just showing all the stuff or doing, you know, balling out on Facebook, and we get angry or we start to have anxiety because we don't have those things. But surround yourself with people who can remind you of what's real, what you really do have, and that's love, and that's compassion, and that's the capacity to keep going. So I would encourage people to, one, go within and be reminded of what they truly have, and that's life. They have the gift of love, they have God, and then also surround yourself with people who remind you of what's real, what's factual in your life.